As an Army veteran, you're doing some work to help veterans who are attending college. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I was a primary sponsor on a bill that actually requires that the universities have at least one counselor in the school with experience dealing with veterans. And, even as a transitioning veteran, as I was into college during peacetime, there's challenges. You're not 18 anymore and you're taking freshman classes. So there's a number of issues where you're kind of out of sync in general. And so anything that we can do to help our veterans make that transition into the colleges and universities in Washington State. So that's a good bill, and has both Democrats, Republican support. So very optimistic about that one.
You mentioned in your last update to us that you were pleasantly surprised by how well lawmakers are able to work together despite their political differences. How have you been able to do that so far, your first legislative session?
Well, I've signed off as a co-sponsor on bills authored by Democrats. One is reducing the number of required graduation credits for high school students. And I think that's a very good bill because it allows students some flexibilities and really opportunities to learn and explore different options. So I thought it was a good bill. I had no problem signing off on it with a Democrat. A number of my bills have bipartisan support and the sponsorship. They still need to work through the system and committees and hopefully get a vote out on the floor on those. So yeah, it's still going well. We still get along with each other here and working hard.
You also mentioned McCleary, the state Supreme Court decision that ruled the state was not meeting its constitutional obligation to amply fund K-12 education in your last update. The deadline to comply with the court's ruling is in 2018. What are lawmakers doing this year to resolve issues brought to light by that case?
Well, so far we've seen kind of the bookends, I think, of our plans. We have the Senate Republican plan and the governor's plan. And I think we'll see other plans come forward and we'll work out the details, hopefully identify areas where there's agreement and work on those areas where there's disagreement as this goes through the process. So I'm still optimistic and hopeful that we'll come up with a long-term solution to the education in Washington State.